SportsCast with Jeremy Buckelew is proud to announce we are now officially powered by TEC. If their fiber optic internet service can handle everything we throw at it here in the studio, from videos to calls and live streams, you better believe they can handle your home or business too. If speed, stability, and service is important to you, you can count on TEC. Thanks, TEC. Now let's get to the show.
Hey, happy Sunday night. Glad you could join us on another episode of SportsCast with Jeremy Buckelew. I'm your host. Thank you for joining in. We're live here in the Brewer Street Mafia studios again tonight on a cold and chilly and frozen Sunday night, but hopefully you're nice and warm where you are, and we appreciate you tuning in to the show. I've got Kenna here with me, and we are joined this evening by Inman head baseball coach Cole Culpepper. Going to talk a little bit of Inman baseball tonight, again with Cole, as the season is just right around the corner. But first, do want to say thank you to our sponsors real quick. As you heard on the intro, TEC outfits our studio with their high-speed fiber optic internet, and we're thankful for them because if they can handle everything that we throw at them here, doing video production and hosting two shows out of this studio, then they can take care of whatever you've got going on at home. And so give them a call. I think you can go sign up and get on their list for areas in Paris that they are currently serving. And if they aren't in your area yet, just sit tight, get on the list because they're coming, and you can get some TEC internet at home as well. Also want to say thank you to the Peddler Advantage. And every week you can find the MyParisTV.com lineup there in the Peddler Advantage, along with all other classifieds distributed throughout West Tennessee. And so if you've got something you need to sell, or if you're looking for something, no better place to start than the Peddler Advantage. Give them a call there, 731-644-9595, or you can find them at 105 South Market Street in Paris. As I said, though, in circulation all over West Tennessee. And so, and each and every week, the MyParisTV.com lineups with the Mike Weatherford Show and the Tennessee Informer, and our show every week, letting you know what's coming up. Don't forget, we are simulcasting on both the Facebook page and YouTube. And so find us either place. You can go to MyParisTV.com and find out more information. But the show each and every week is posted on SportsCast Live with Jeremy Buckelew's Facebook, and then on MyParisTV's YouTube channel. You can find it there, and not only our show, but Mike Weatherford's show and the Tennessee Informer each and every week. And so thankful to Kevin Keel and Scott Norwood in the back for keeping us on and going and all the work that they do. And so, again, just glad you're with us tonight. Again, going to talk some Inman baseball with Cole Culpepper. So Cole, glad you made it in safely. At the roads are still. Well, how is it where in your neck of the woods?
So we're on Valleywood.
Okay.
And they got it cleaned off a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Looked a lot better. And then, of course, it's gotten real cold over the last couple nights and refrozen. So it's an adventure.
Yeah.
But I'm just thankful for the work that they have done.
It's been great.
Yes.
Our front driveway goes out on Dunlap. We have a back driveway that goes out on South Market. Dunlap is clear. South Market is a skating rink still.
Yes.
And so easy to see why no school tomorrow or Tuesday, I believe. I know for sure for this county.
Yes.
Have they officially called it for the city yet?
Yes, okay. For Monday and Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday to give the road crews some time to get some of those little side streets. We were out and about the other day when it was finally cleared up enough to get out and about. And I was shocked at how much some of those little side roads, like Hillcrest Circle, for instance, was still just solid. And I thought, man, that's right off of a main road, and that tells you, how hard they've had to work to clear the main roads. And so, going to be some happy kiddos tomorrow and Tuesday, some happy teachers as well, too, probably, right?
Yes, absolutely. Just at this point, hoping that it doesn't go too long. Yes.
Listen, I get it. I'm married to a teacher, works in the set, so I get it.
Right.
You're happy for the days, but at some point it gets to that place where they're like, okay, we're going to start filling in somewhere in the calendar, right?
Yes.
So
may not be the worst thing to go back to school soon.
May not be.
Right.
Well, and as cooped up and tied up as everybody's been at home this past week.
Yes.
I know when we got out, I was just so happy to be able to get out of the house. I mean, no, I love my family. I love spending time with them. But 24 hours, 7 days a week, at some point, a man needs,
just some fresh air.
Some fresh air, and just to be able to get out and see other parts of the county other than the inside of the house is always nice. But anyway, so Kenna, back with us again this week, as always. And so I told you, like, I was going to call you Kenna Dale and welcome because, like Kenna's name is unique. Like she gets called everything, right? Like you get called McKenna, you get called.
It's not my name
at all. And then
it's not short. It's just
it's
Kenna.
just Kenna. You get when people at work want to irritate you, they'll call you Kendra. Just to get on your just to get on your nerves, right? But Kenna Dale, named after your granddad, was going to be Kenny Dale, believe it or not. And we're talking about names because I remember last time Cole was on, you remember we had the conversation about Coach Height. Kenna tried to name one of Coach Height's kids. Kenna and some others tried to name one of Coach Height's kids.
Kefta.
You've got a child now.
Yes.
You did not let Kenna name your child.
No, we sadly did not go with Kefta. That was not our choice.
She has other ideas, I'm sure, if you ever need some. But just know it's going to be something along the lines of Kefta.
Yes.
But Kenna Dale, which was going to be Kenny Dale, and then Whitney changed it to Kenna Dale. And so way too much information probably that you wanted people to know about you. But
that's okay.
Anyway.
That's me.
It's you. Glad you're here. Best thing you saw this week?
The best thing I saw was my bedroom at 8 a.m. and not having to get dressed and ready to go to work and getting to just work from my room and my chair and watch TV, do my work, and not have to worry about anything else.
As terrible as COVID was, one thing that COVID taught us was that we can kind of be mobile a little bit. And so Ken and I were, like I said, at home all week because we work out in Cottage Grove. And so you know how the roads between here and Cottage Grove can get.
Right.
And so we were able to work from home all week, which is nice. I go in the office upstairs, and she doesn't like it, but I can go up there because I can smoke my pipe and drink my coffee. And
I don't like it because my room is right beside the office, and it smells like his pipe. And
which is not a bad thing.
I don't mind.
It is a good smell.
I don't like that smell. I don't mind cigars. I can go with the cigar smell. Of course, you can't smoke in the house, but no, I don't like the smell of his pipe, and he makes my room smell like it.
I think there's like not much better in this world than the smell of a pipe.
Yes.
And so it was nice to be able to work from home all week, but we got to go back tomorrow. So that's fine too.
Leaving work or leaving home at 7:40 is going to come early.
It is going to come early because that's about the time I've been rolling out of bed.
Me too.
all week.
Yes.
So, Cole, best thing you saw this week, bud?
So been at home all week. My wife Ashley had to go back to work on Wednesday, so that left me at home with the 3-month-old Cash on Wednesday and Thursday. Sorry. On Thursday, we were doing some tummy time.
Yep.
And I just out of nowhere, I was FaceTiming my wife because he started to kind of rock back and forth.
Yeah.
And we were just talking, having a conversation, and the camera was on him, and he just rolled over from his belly to his back. So that was the best thing I saw all week. It was great.
Got to share it with Mom as well.
Yes,
so
and she was very happy.
I imagine so. It's funny. We were talking before we came on the air that when life happens, it's just like I remember like on Sunday nights. You used to come over to our house after church. We had the youth group come over. And so you were like one of those kids in our youth group at the time.
Had to catch a ride.
I mean, that's how long ago it was.
Yes.
You couldn't even bring yourself. You had to catch a ride. And now here you are, Dad. It's just funny how life moves so fast, but
it does.
It's exciting to see. And, you hit those milestones and stuff. So that's awesome. Before you know it, he'll be up running around.
I know it.
That's next.
I know it. I can't wait to play. The fun smiles and laughs and all that are a good time right now, but I can't wait to play.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great That's a great first, best thing I saw this week. Mine, I'm going to go with, I'm going to give a huge shout out to my family for the best thing I saw this week, because on Thursday night, Kennedale here was, what were you doing?
I was trying to get Blue, our cat, in the house, and he wouldn't come, and we have
some outdoor cats, and my wife and Kenna, more so my wife, is convinced that if they stay outside in the 20-degree temperature, they're going to freeze to death, and so they have to come in the house when it gets that cold. It's fine. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
right.
Kenna was out there trying to get the cat, and she comes in and she's like, "Dad, did you know that there's water spraying all out here?"
Because he had also just been outside.
I had been.
He had walked out the door to let the dogs outside, and the time that he walked inside and I had come downstairs from grabbing the cat feeder and walked outside, it was spraying.
Right.
And so I thought maybe he knew already.
I had no idea. And so she's like, and I'm not kidding you, we have an elbow joint that's like that big. It's the only exposed pipe we have outside. And sure enough, that thing bust because I just forgot about it.
Yes.
I wasn't thinking about it. And so it bust. And I'm one of those worst case scenario kind of guys. Like when the worst thing can happens, that is going to happen to me. And so I know, okay, I got to get the water shut off, run out to the street where the shut off valve is. Got 2 shovels. I get Case. I'm like, Case, come on, son. We're going to go out here. And we're out there digging in the snow, trying to find the manhole for the shut off valve that's in our yard. If you drove by our house at 9:00 on Thursday night, some people just drove by and honked, and
yes.
you could hear them say, so Kim's got a funny story about our neighbors. I don't know if you want to tell it or not.
I won't name any names.
No names.
But our neighbors were in their living room. I saw them with their lights on, and then about 5 minutes later, I look back up and they're off. And so it's like, is that a coincidence?
It was around 9:00. Maybe 9:00 is their bedtime. Who knows? And
yes.
But anyway, long story short, we get out there and we're digging, can't find it. Finally, like it's me and Case and Whitney and Kenna all out there trying to find this manhole. Somebody gets the bright idea to look. Case got the idea to look on Google Maps to see if we can see where it is on Google Maps. And sure enough, Whitney pulls it up on Google Maps, and clear as day right there at the street view of our house is the manhole. And so we find it, get it undug. Is that a word? Get it dug up, whatever. Exposed, get the lid off, and then the T-valve, I can't find it. It's covered in dirt. So we're digging around. By this point, my neighbor next door has come over to help. Bless him. Appreciate that. But finally, get the water turned off, avoid catastrophe. Got up the next morning, was looking, was able to track the water line and get it taken care of. But I mean, my family came to the rescue to help me out on Thursday night. And I appreciate it very much. And so that was the best thing that I saw this week. Have you seen those dad crash out videos on TikTok?
Yes, yes, I have.
Have you had any of those yet? You're just a 3-month-old,
yes,
so you're probably not.
Not too bad. Now, some gas paying cries for hours at a time. Yeah. Those make you want to crash out.
Sure,
but not a real reason to crash out on a 3-month-old. So you just kind of keep your calm, I guess.
It's coming.
Maybe. He's like the king of crash outs.
That's okay.
Me?
Yes.
How am I the king of crash outs?
Between our house and that one's about the house that they're just like,
right.
I hate this house. That's him.
Yes.
That is him to a T. Every day he has something that he hates about our house.
Yes. The worst case scenario thing playing it, I can understand that.
Whatever bad can happen is what always seems to happen. You know what I mean? Like we've got some work going to be done on our house. I'm very proud of the work that they're about to start on our house, but Whitney was talking today, and she's like, well, when they start, we're getting new siding. She's like, well, when they start pulling that siding off, that, like a wall is going to just fall down because the siding was all that was holding the house up to begin. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, don't say stuff like that. And
put it in there.
It's there now. And, so anyway, Super Bowl's next week.
Yes.
Who you got for the Super Bowl next week?
I just don't see a way that the Seattle Seahawks don't win. Now, since I've said that, it probably won't. But yeah, that's my pick. I'm going with the Seahawks.
I'm with you. Ken and I are going to do a show next week about the Super Bowl. It's going to be special time, 4:30 tomorrow. Good grief. 4:30 next Sunday. The Super Bowl Super Show is what I'm calling it. I don't know why. I just thought that sounded good.
Sounds great.
I thought it sounded great. And so Ken and I are going to talk about it. We're hopefully going to take some phone calls. You can call in and give us your prediction on how the game's going to go. But it's just going to be a shortened show about from 4:30 around 5 o'clock or so before all the pregame festivities start. So you won't miss any of it. But that's going to be next Sunday, the 8th at 4:30. I'm with you. I think it's – remember back when Seattle played Denver,
and
just absolutely destroyed. I think it's going to be one of those kind of Super Bowls.
Yes, it definitely could be. Being in San Francisco, there's not really going to be any weather to worry about,
right?
And in good conditions, I don't think that team loses,
right? And I will say this. I am rooting hard for Mike Vrabel.
Yes,
just because of. It's not that I'm anti-Titan. Everybody's going to think, well, you're always anti-Tennessee teams. We're Ole Miss fans. We're Arkansas fans. We're Pittsburgh Steelers fans.
Right.
And so I don't have anything against the Titans, but I knew when they got Mike Vrabel to begin with that I thought that was a home run hire. And so for them to fire him, I'm so excited for the fact that his first year back coaching, he is coaching in a Super Bowl now, just kind of to say, here's what you could have had, Tennessee Titans, but you weren't patient enough, or your ownership group is a bunch of morons.
Yes. Sadly, I am the opposite. And in Tennessee, everything.
I'm sorry.
Balls, basketball, baseball, football, Titans, Grizzlies, all of it. And it hurts.
Yeah.
I would like to be happy for him, like fully happy for him. But it hurts.
I believe
it. Just
it
hurts.
I believe it. But so for that reason, I would love to see New England win. I've never rooted for New England in anything ever before.
Yes, that's another. I just can't.
I can't. The only time I ever remotely wanted New England to do well was when Andrew Jelks was on the Patriots.
Yes.
And they made it that year and played New York and unfortunately lost. But when Andrew was on that team, I was like, I'll be okay if New England wins, just so we can have another Super Bowl champion here.
Right.
From
that would
Henry
be
County.
two. Yeah, that would be awesome.
It would be amazing. And so, but I'm excited. Well, I would love to see Mike Vrabel win a Super Bowl with New England after the way that Tennessee did him. I just don't think this is the year for him.
Yeah, I'm with you. It may be a little early. I think Drake May's awesome.
Yeah.
Got a buddy that's a big Patriots fan, and he's an avid Drake May supporter.
Right.
But I think it's a little early.
Yeah. But good team, we'll see. Next week again, 4:30 here on SportsCast. Jeremy Buckelew, me and Kenna going to break it down for you, take your predictions, call in, Facebook, chat, comment, whatever. Let us know what you think. But going to be just a fun show. Me and her just sitting here. I may try to get some other folks in here as well. But again, just a shortened little, just kind of a pregame before things get going on the television around 5 o'clock. You can tune into us here at 4:30 and see what we have to say about it. So,
am I allowed to call in?
Absolutely.
I may give you a score prediction.
Absolutely, that would be awesome.
Okay,
you should.
I'll have to crunch some numbers.
Okay,
but I'll call in next Sunday.
Yes,
and yes,
please. I tell you what we may ought to do. I don't know how we would do it other than a random draw, I guess. But we could do like a giveaway if you call in with your prediction on the score, and whoever gets the closest wins something. And if there's if you are within, if everybody finishes within 10 points, then we'll just put your name in a random draw, and whoever gets the random draw wins.
Yes.
But that may be something to look into. And so, but if you're the only one that calls in and gives a score, then you're golden.
Yes, I'm the winner.
You're the winner. Congratulations. So,
yes.
Cole, got spring sports are right around the corner. As a matter of fact, here in a couple weeks, starting the 15th, we're going to do a 3-part episode of spring sports for Henry County starting up. But you were gracious enough to join us tonight. We were supposed to have Coach Chris Nelson with the Bethel Lady Wildcats basketball squad. They are doing amazing right now in the NAIA. Back in December, they were the number 1 team in the coaches poll, and then lost one game and fell to number 2 or 3 in the coaches poll, and they still sit there. But just a historic run for Coach Nelson and his Lady Wildcats. Unfortunately, they were on the road all week. And then when he got home last night, had a family emergency. And I completely understand that, and told him in my text that family always comes first. And so he was upset about not being able to be here. But again, I totally understand, and wouldn't be here either if I was in his position because of the situation he had. And so I was scrambling last night trying to figure, okay, what are we going to do for a show now? And again, you were gracious enough to say, yeah, we'll come on and talk about some baseball.
Yes,
and,
absolutely.
So I appreciate you being here.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm excited.
You were telling us before we came on the air that like you're looking forward to this season.
Yes, I am. I think I said earlier we have 7 8th graders.
Yeah.
Most of them played a lot last year, contributed pretty well. So things are looking up. I think we're on the right track. We should have a pretty good year.
7 8th grader. That's a lot of leadership on your team. And you said, those guys all got some playing time last year. Yes. What positions are your strongest right now?
I think we're going to have, well, first off, and in middle school, this is so important. We have a lot of pitching.
Good.
All 7 of them can throw and can throw well. They have different strengths. There are kids that throw hard. There are kids that hit spots. There are kids that have crazy movement on their pitches. So we have a good mix. It's not a bunch of the same thing. You can see different things every night against us. And then our infield is going to be very stout.
Good.
That's the name of the game in middle school. If you can throw strikes and field ground balls and throw it to first, you're going to win a lot of games.
It's always like, I remember when you're growing up playing and you think, well, if I'm a pitcher, I've got to strike everybody out. I've got to have good enough stuff that everybody that comes up, I can strike out and I ain't got to worry about it.
Right.
And that's really not the case.
No.
If you got a good defense behind you, it's fine to let them put the bat on the ball and get an out.
Right.
However you can get an out. With your pitching and your infield, are there any areas that right now you're just not sure about? Or are you pretty confident in every position? And you don't have to
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Don't
right.
My right fielder is really not. I'm really worried about my right field. No, that's what I'm saying. Yes. I'm just saying, when you have good pitching and good infield and your outfield's great, what is it that you and Coach Height, when y'all are looking and practice is fixing to get roaring up and, thinking about this team, what is it that says, okay, here's where we've got to improve?
Man, that's a good question. All of these kids, they've grown up playing baseball together. They've had a travel team together for years.
Yeah.
And they're all very cohesive and know where each other thrives the most. So it's always fun for us trying to figure out the right combinations, whether it be in the field or in the batting lineup, where kids are going to shine, if this kid's on the mound, where does that leave us putting everyone else? So I guess the biggest thing that we're going to preach and work on is, and this just comes from, we have a lot of the same kids on our baseball and basketball team. And me and Coach Height, we coach basketball together, and we had a great team this year,
right?
And lost a lot of close games against really good teams.
Sure.
We play one of the toughest schedules, and lost a lot of close games. So really, for us, it's going to be more of a mental thing this year. Okay. That these kids have taken the reps at this point. We're going to continue to take reps, either fielding ground balls, fielding fly balls, hitting, pitching. We're gonna continue to rep, but just preaching to them that they're ready for the moment. This is their 8th grade year. This is their chance to do something special for Inman. Inman's won a state championship in baseball once, and this is a chance to do it again, and that's our goal. So that's going to be our biggest, I guess, teaching point, preaching point is we want them to know that mentally they're prepared for it.
Right. And two, talking about that mental toughness that it takes. You've got the kids from basketball, but I assume also you've got a lot of those kids who probably played basketball for you that also played football.
Yes.
And they had some amazing football games this year. I mean, for the most part, everybody they played, they kind of blew out of the water until they got to the playoffs.
Right.
And some of the plays that they made under the pressure, so like a 4th and 7, and the other team has all the momentum and we need a first down, and they went out and got a first down. You got those kids coming in too, who have been in those high pressure situations already in other sports.
Right.
And so it's really just about keeping your head and staying true to the fundamentals, as far as baseball goes.
Yes, absolutely. And I guess the best part of it all is they're amazing football players. They're amazing basketball players. But baseball's their sport. That's what they've played and what they enjoy and what they want to be doing. So, I'm excited. Well, it should go well.
You were talking about, a lot of them. It's such a new era we play in now with kids stuff. Like I remember, like when I was growing up playing back years ago, like travel ball was like. It was a thing, but it was like the elite of the elite of the elite of the elite played travel baseball. You know what I mean? And I remember it was a huge ordeal. When I was 13, I think I played they started a new Dixie League at McNeil Park. And I'd always played in the county because there was a county league and a city league, and I'd always played in the county league, and I think they did away with that. And so the Dixie League was kind of, but I remember our coach at the parent meeting, after first practice saying, we've got this regular schedule where we played the other teams that were in the Dixie League, but he's like, but we're also going to travel some. And we went to like Fairview and played baseball, and we went to some places close by, and that was unheard of in our time.
Yes.
But now, like you got these kids who by the time they're 8 and 9 years old are playing travel ball and are playing multiple games, multiple weekends from around now until November. It feels like
until it gets too cold to play.
Until it gets too cold to play. And what is having like when you've got kids who are just that into the game? I mean, do you and Coach Hite just kind of stand back and like, okay, go do it? I mean there's some coaching, but
yes, especially in baseball. Go play. If a ball's hit to you, field it and get it to where it's supposed to go.
At this point, playing for Inman, you're not spending a whole lot of time teaching fundamentals.
Right. Yes, and we work on it just because they are important. I guess you always fall back on your preparation in big moments. So we teach the little things. We work on footwork coming into a ground ball. We work on weight in a swing. We work on keeping their swing short. We do a lot of fundamental things.
Right.
But yes, when it comes down to it, they've played a lot of baseball and in most scenarios know what to do. So it makes it fun because then it's on the kids and it's their team and they're going to carry us as far as we can go.
Yeah.
So
we're going to take a break and come right back and talk some more Inman Middle School baseball with Cole Culpepper. Y'all stay with us. We'll be right back after this short message from Tees. Back here, don't forget, I already talked about it some, but Ken Adale and I will be talking about the Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl Super Show here on SportsCast. Do you not like that name? I think it's great.
No, that's fine.
Okay, the Super Bowl Super Show will be.
You're just a little excited about it.
I'm really excited about it. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to it. It's the Super Bowl Super Show, and so next Sunday special time. Listen, I told Kevin, our producer, he's like, "What are we going to do for a show next week?" And I was like, I am not arrogant enough to think that with the Super Bowl going on, that people are going to be like, I wonder what Jeremy's doing right now. You know what I mean? And so we're going to be on at 4:30.
Yes.
And we're going to try to be done by 5 o'clock to get you tuned in to the Super Bowl pregame stuff. That kickoff's at 5:30, so I assume that it'll start about 5 or so. But join us 4:30 next Sunday live here in the studio. Listen, if you want to stop by and visit with us, stop by and visit with us. We're going to take call-ins. We're going to take your score predictions, and we'll figure out something to give away for the person who calls in and is closest to the final score of the Super Bowl. I'm telling you, I don't think it's going to be much of a game, just with Seattle's the way they're playing, but we'll see. But that is next Sunday. Again, it's the Super Bowl Super Show here on SportsCast Live with Jeremy Buckelew and Ken Adale next Sunday, 4:30. Be sure to tune in for that.
We might talk a little conspiracies.
We may talk some conspiracy theories in the sports world. That would be, because Kenna has a conspiracy theory with Seattle. But anyway.
I didn't make it up. I just saw it.
Well, it'll definitely be a topic of conversation next week.
I'll have my tinfoil hat ready.
You should call in with your tinfoil hat on to give your score prediction.
I will.
Mike Weatherford on Tuesday night, February 3rd, has Rick Revel here in the studio, and they've got a brand new music video premiere, Singing River, for Rick. And so I don't know how many songs Rick has out there. It's too many for me to count. I know that. He's been a country music here in Henry County. I know when a lot of people think of Henry County, you think of Hank, but a lot of people think of Rick Revel as well. He's been around for a long time and does all kinds of stuff for Henry County. He's a great ambassador for our area. And so he's got a brand new music video out. Again, that'll debut here on the Mike Weatherford Show next Tuesday, February 3rd at 7th. I say next Tuesday. It's actually 2 days from now. But February 3rd, 7 o'clock. Be sure to tune into that on the Mike Weatherford Show. Go over to his page, like it, follow him, see what all he's got going on. And so that is the Mike Weatherford Show this week. I was sitting there in church this morning because we were talking before, again, coming on, and we did an online service with and just had our praise and worship team, and we got finished and went and sat down, and Case came over and sat down beside me, and I was like, man, it's February. Like,
yes,
it felt like January always feels long,
very.
But at the same time, I'm like, man, today is February. It's here. We're moving right along in 2026.
Spring is around the corner.
It's right around the corner, and with that is some baseball.
Right.
We've got your schedule, and when I say it's right around the corner, I mean like a matter of weeks.
Yes.
Y'all get started, right?
Yes.
Tell us about the schedule a little bit. There's what you're looking at this year.
Yes. So I think we have 18 games this year, playing in a Obion County preseason tournament. Hopefully, trying to get some schedule things worked out with that. So thankfully, that is the February 21st. That's a preseason tournament,
right?
Because that is in 20 days at this point.
Yeah.
And we haven't even touched a baseball yet. So then we'll kick our regular season off with Huntington February 26th. Those February games are always a lot of fun.
Bring your sleeping bag to wrap up in, your portable heaters and all that. But
right.
I mean, it's still fun.
Yes.
I mean,
first game, it's always a great time. Yeah. But I asked for some portable hand warmers for Christmas last year, in preparation for these February games. So yes, they're cold. And then our area is still Henry County, Obion County, Martin, and us. So we'll play all three of those teams twice.
All right.
And then our regular season record against them will determine the area tournament seeding. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good year.
I noticed on your schedule, like looking down there, for instance, that April 6th, April 7th, go to Martin, then turn around and host them. Do you is that ideal for y'all? Because they're only the high school does that all the time too. Right. We're going to have Coach Copeland and Coach Laster. They're going to come in and talk about softball and baseball for the Patriots in 2 weeks. But they do that a lot. Just a lot of turnaround real quick, play them at their place one day, turn around and come back here the next day and play them.
Right. It depends on, I guess, the makeup of your team.
Sure.
If you don't have a whole lot of pitching, it's not very beneficial for you to play back-to-back.
It probably hurts you a whole lot. And
yes.
That's what I was just fixing to say, because what's the pitch count in middle school?
85.
Okay.
And that's a a hard cap. When they hit 85, they're done. We don't even want them getting there. We love, even for our kids in big games that we want on the mound, we try to keep it 60 to 70. Just because in middle school there's no reason to push a kid too far.
Sure.
He's got a lot of sports ahead of him,
right?
And we don't want to mess anything up for him at the middle school level. So we do a lot of arm work throughout the year, trying to build them up for those late games where they may have to throw more pitches. Towards the beginning of the year, we try to keep it 40 to 50, just to protect them, protect them from themselves, and from pushing themselves too hard and eventually hurting themselves.
Do you track that? Does Corden track that, or do you have a parent keeping the book?
So, thankfully, the last 3 years, one of Derek Dooms' sons has been on the team. And Derek has kept our game changer.
Game changer does it for you now, right?
Yes, right. So that's I usually keep my phone pretty handy. I don't know. I always think like to people, and they're all baseball parents at this point, so they know what I'm doing. But when I started, I was like, do they think I'm texting or during the game, just not paying any attention?
Coach Cole's over there on his phone.
On his phone all the time. But yes, I'm constantly keeping up with the pitch count on Game Changer, trying to make sure everything's right between the two teams, Game Changers, so we don't accidentally go over because our count's different from their count.
Right.
So it's a lot of managerial things during the game, and that's one of the main things we're looking at is pitch count and trying to keep kids fresh.
Back in the old school days, when Dan Patterson and I were calling radio, doing baseball games for radio, I used to keep an actual score book.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Awesome.
And just sit there. Well, it was. I miss doing it, but now with Game Changer, I just have my iPad. I pull up Game Changer for the whatever team that I'm calling for, and just follow along right there. It's amazing. There's an app for everything now.
There is, absolutely.
And so it's a great way to track what's going on, and I guess the parents as well, right? They can do the same.
They log on and they can keep up with stats and everything also.
Yeah.
And it keeps everything. You can see batting average on a season. You can see fielding percentage on a season, stolen base percentage on a season, all of it. So Derek does a really good job with that, keeping us all statted up.
But I could see where if you don't have pitching, those back-to-back game, because if you use your ace in the first one, he's gone for the second one. Whereas if you play a week later, well, now you've got him back with a fresh arm. And so I guess it, strategy-wise, if you are deep with pitching, that's a pretty good good strategy to go out of schedule.
Yes, and it's in middle school especially, it's all tiered. So like if they throw a certain amount of pitches, they have to have 1 day's rest. If they throw, if they throw 19 pitches, they can pitch the next day. Okay. You don't have to have any rest. I think it's 20 to 34 maybe, they have to have 1 day's rest. Yep. 35 to 50, maybe 2 or 3 days rest. I can't remember. I haven't looked at the whole sheet since last year, but we try to keep them in the 40 to 50 range for rest purposes, as well as keeping that kind of set up where we have enough arms available if we need them. But yes, we have. So this year, since pitching is one of our strengths, we'll have kids we have 4 kids that can say, hey, this is your game. Yeah. This next one is y'all's game. So, this year it won't be too big of an issue for us.
Without getting into too much detail, because I don't want to give away any secrets to anybody that may be watching. But how many, so your average pitcher, how many pitches does he have? 2, 3? Probably fastball change.
If they have maybe 3, that's awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of kids have a fastball and a breaking pitch. Yeah. They're not really sure if it's a curveball or a slider a lot of times. And they can throw changeups as well. It's just I've noticed middle schoolers have a lot of problem controlling changeups often. So we try to keep it to hey, throw your fastballs for a strike. Try to hit spots with your breaking stuff. And if we can throw those 2 pitches, we have a good enough defense behind us that we can make it work.
I always enjoyed pitching because I never overpowered anybody.
Right.
But first of all, my changeup was terrible because I couldn't throw a changeup without slowing my arm speed down.
Right, so and that's a big problem. That's a big problem.
You can't, there's it's not really fooling anybody if you have a different arm speed when you're throwing a changeup.
Right.
But I had a breaking ball that I would throw right at the batter.
Yes.
And about the time that they ducked out of the way, that thing would break across the plate. Mm-hmm. And I'm one of my favorites. This guy hates it when I tell this. So I won't name his name, but I was pitching one afternoon in a ball game and threw that pitch, and it broke just right across the heart of the plate. Ball. Like, oh. And that umpire came out after we got out of the inning, batted, came back out, I was warming up. He walked out and handed me a ball and apologized for missing that pitch. That's like the best feeling in the world as a pitcher. Yep. You know what I mean? And so, but I figured at that, I'm just thinking back when I was that age, I think 2 pitches was really what I could rely on. Like I said, I was never going to overpower anybody with a fastball. Right. But again, that's where you have a good defense behind you and get out of some jams.
And we have a couple kids with pretty good changeups. Yeah. And if you have that, because it's usually kids that can throw pretty hard and understand the whole, can't slow your arm down to throw the changeup. You break off a changeup every now and then, and it'll fool some kids, no doubt about it. So it is a plus to have it, but we're okay if they have 2.
Sure,
it's not a big issue.
Your parent support? Oh
man, it's great. We have a booster club just like every other sport, and that stays pretty interchangeable. You have 8th grade parents that will help for a year, and then their kids go on to the high school, and then you have a new set of 8th grade parents come in and help. And so this is my 3rd year as head coach, and in all 3 years, our booster club has been awesome. Good. And they've had parent support also from the parents that are not even in the booster club. So whether it be bringing food to the school before away games, a lot of times we'll hit in our facility after school for home games even, and they brought food to those. They always had a cooler full of Powerade and waters for us. And then just donating things, whether it be money for sponsorships and things like that, or just time and helping with there's a lot of inner workings that go into it that you don't really understand when you're getting into coaching.
Sure.
You think, I schedule practices, I go to games, and I coach. But there's a very managerial side to everything that hits you like a truck, and you're not sure.
You better learn to do it quick, or
yes.
you're going to be left behind.
Right,
right. But that's where those parents who have done it before with older kids and come in like, hey, let me. And they save your tail so many times.
For sure. Yes, I've had some booster moms that have saved my tail plenty of times. Whether it be for getting a couple baseballs or assigning umpires, whatever. They've been a huge help.
Well, speaking of, y'all have a Facebook page.
Yes, we do.
Everybody else, Inman Middle School Baseball.
I think it's Bulldog Baseball.
Baseball. Yes, and y'all actually have a fundraiser.
Yes,
going on right now. I think I sent that to Kevin. I'm not sure if we got a slide for it or not, but there it is.
Yes, so, our number smash. Yeah, I think is.
Tell us about that and how.
So each kid gets a number smash, and they have all these different numbers on them, and a lot of the moms post it on Facebook or Instagram, wherever. And then you just pick a number, and whatever number you pick, you donate that much money, and they cross off the baseball that you donated. So that's one thing that helps a lot with like I said, our food. This year we bought a new pitching machine. Yeah. And there a lot of different equipment and things like that. And those are great, and our sponsorships, everything.
Yeah, and you don't have to just pick one, right? If you want to donate a certain amount, then donate that amount and make it add up to
however
$50 or whatever.
Right, absolutely, and they can cross them off wherever they want to.
So, how many kids have you got on your team this year?
Right now, we have 15.
Okay,
15 on the roster.
So there's 15 opportunities out there to get behind Inman Middle School baseball.
Absolutely.
And, support them. I tell you what, I will. I'll put a link, or I'll share that on my SportsCast page. So it's just an easy place if somebody's watching and doesn't know a kid that plays baseball for Inman but wants to give, they can find it on my sportsbook or SportsCast page, and we'll get you hooked up that way. But as a coach, you played, so you weren't coming in this blind, but there's so much that goes on behind the scenes to make all of this possible and happen.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I think a lot of people don't realize that until they're involved in it. Like, I didn't know that. I thought the school just gave y'all baseballs to play with.
Right.
No, it's not. There may be a little bit in the budget, but not enough to field the whole season.
Yes,
right.
Absolutely. Luckily, and our school system's awesome.
Sure.
Like uniforms, anything we need, they buy our baseballs as well. the school covers for us, the district, and we're super thankful for them. But for our food, and then different equipment that may not necessarily be a need, but something that could help us is big.
Right.
So yeah, it's the district working to make sure we have everything we need, as well as the parents and the supporters and all of it. And thankfully, my mom was a grade A booster mom.
Sure.
So I got to see a lot of that firsthand and how much work went into it. So I understood it a little bit. I just hadn't been in charge of it. I just got to watch my mom do it all. So yeah, it's a little different, but
it makes a whole difference in the world when you have somebody that you trust and is reliable. And I know that's always been the case at Inman.
Yes.
It has always been the case at Inman. And I know that because, just like I said, Whitney used to do so much for football.
Right.
And those are the folks that are behind the scenes making things happen. And
yes, and don't get thanked enough.
Get thanked enough.
We really appreciate them. Our booster club we couldn't do it without them.
Right. So February 26th will be here before you know it.
Yes, right around the corner.
Everything's got to thaw out first.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know, man.
We were talking that another great thing about the district and everything else is we were kind of laughing about it, but I mean, this ice is going to be here for a while, and you got a ball game in 20 days,
right?
But you're not hung out to dry because y'all have got places to go, that you can practice and get ready.
We have an indoor facility at the school with batting cages in it, enough room to set up a pitching machine and put some work in hitting. Enough room on the side to field some ground balls. We try not to hit them too hard in there.
Sure.
Yeah, we don't want to damage the nice facility that we have. So,
but it's a place to get in there and work on those fundamentals when there's 4 inches of ice on the ground.
Yeah, there is no baseball field right now. It's just a sheet of ice. So having that, it honestly gives us a leg up in a lot of cases, because most middle schools don't have something like that.
Right.
You see a lot of high schools with facilities and things that they can use, but for us as a middle school to have it is a big deal.
Sure. And even like, Henry County just got theirs.
Right.
Like they just, that indoor facility for baseball and spring sports is fairly new.
Right. And it is extravagant
it's
too.
Very nice.
Yes.
But so is one at Inman. I mean, it's just, and again, that's where the district, the people coming together to make sure that kids have what they need to have in Henry County. And, it's just one of those things that kids who are from Henry County are spoiled to that kind of stuff.
Yes, you don't think you just grow up with it.
But as you just grow up with it. But as you go, as you go to these other places and some of these fields you play on and some of the, facilities that you walk into, it makes you realize and appreciate just how blessed kids are that play sports, whether it's for the city or the county.
Yes.
In Henry County, Tennessee.
Absolutely.
Cole? Man, best of luck to you guys. Again, season starts in 20 days.
Yes, and right around we gotta get our hands on some baseballs.
Are y'all doing that this week, any?
That's the hope. Yes,
if you get to go to school.
Yes,
right? Is that,
right now.
Go ahead.
Right now, I've been out. So we had my wife's sister's son's first birthday, and we had to change locations a lot because of icy parking lots.
Sure.
So we ended up having it at my wife's mom's house on Green Valley. And that road.
Did you get back up the hill?
Yes, I did. Only because there were ruts that people had driven through.
Good.
Luckily, but it's awful.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to ask any kids to try to get up to the school on Monday or Tuesday. But hopefully, we go back to school Wednesday and can get out in the facility and put some work in.
So that was going to be before we wrap up here. Like, just because school's out, if y'all were able to, y'all could still practice. It's not like a district rule or something like that says if we're not in school, you can't.
Well,
can't do anything.
I don't want to. I don't want to be wrong here. It may be.
I get it. I understand. It just y'all. If the school's not in, y'all don't practice. And
typically,
right.
Yes. Now, sometimes coming off a long break, like a spring break or something like that, we'll practice on the Sunday or Saturday after. But yes, typically, if school's not in, we're not in.
Okay. I just didn't know if it was an option. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, but I get it. You're right. You can't be like, hey, we're having baseball practice today at 4:30, and like,
yes,
I don't, be there at 15 warmed up, ready to go. And
Right.
like, Coach, my driveway.
I'm not going to make it. I may be the only one there is the issue.
Right.
So,
I get it.
Yeah, I'm going to let them stay safe inside and enjoy maybe a couple more days of sledding.
Yeah. Have you done that?
No,
No?
I haven't. We took the baby outside and laid him, or actually we didn't lay him down. We just held him in the ice and took some pictures.
Yeah.
And that was the extent of our snow fun.
Did he like it, or was it just like immediately get me out of this?
So he had like the snowflakes falling and landed on his eyelashes because I think it was Sunday when it all started that we went out. And that it was screwing him up. He didn't know. He was confused. I don't think he really minds the cold. He may enjoy the cold. Now we had him bundled up and things like that, but he was cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You know, we've had, of course, again, our backyard is right across from the football field. And
right.
What did you say? 30 people today over there sledding
there were
down
like
the
9 cars, and
that's
like
awesome.
I think every car had 5 people.
Yeah.
And there were so many people over there.
That's back when we first moved in over there, and we would go sledding. That was our spot. Grove Hill,
right?
At Barton Field. Got some pretty good hills if you don't mind.
Man.
You got to be brave in some places because you come off that concrete wall and it's about a 3-foot drop.
Right.
But don't want to see anybody getting hurt. But there's been kids over there all week long sledding.
Yeah, that is a good hill to do it on. I grew up on Lone Oak, and we're pretty close there on Valleywood now. Yeah. But I'm sorry, I don't even remember what church it is. But with the big. What's the pointy thing at the
big
top?
like steeple at the top?
Yes. And it's like a circular church and then a big hill behind it.
They got it. Yes.
Okay, that was our sledding hill.
Okay.
And if we're on Valleywood in a couple years when my son can actually go sledding, I will take him down that hill for sure.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, like I said, best of luck to y'all.
Thank you.
February 21st at O'Bien County in a preseason tournament. But then next week things get going. February 26th, Huntington. And that game will be at McNeil. Right?
Yes. Yep. At McNeil. So hopefully all this goes away and dries up and all that good stuff.
We're gonna do some old name it and proclaim it here. I'm just kidding. By February, your granddad's a preacher. Maybe he'll appreciate that joke. But I don't believe in name it, proclaim it. I just want to say that, okay? But on February 26th, we're going to have an unseasonably warm winter, or you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's to make up for all this snow we've got now. It's going to be 60 degrees and beautiful baseball weather to come out to McNeil Park.
That would be wonderful.
If not,
a good weatherman told me that extreme follows extreme.
Okay. Hey, there you go.
Then
so there
we
go.
have hope.
Yep.
That's all we need.
Isn't that all we can? You know, all of us are just living on hope anyway.
Right.
So February 26th at McNeil Park, get out, bring your hand warmers, bring your sleeping bag to bundle up in, whatever you got to do, but support these kids. Cole, best of luck to y'all.
Awesome.
And
Thank you.
I'll be out to see y'all some.
Thank you.
Don't forget next week, the Super Bowl Super Show at 4:30 Sunday afternoon. Ken and I are going to talk some football, some conspiracy theories, and who knows what else. I don't know if it'll be like flat Earth conspiracy theories.
You never know with me,
You never know with Kenna.
We could bring anything up.
That's a dangerous topic to tell you. That is not sports related. We're going to try to keep it sports related, but Kenna's got some conspiracy theories that may make you question things. So,
I liked it. Sounded good to me.
That's next Sunday, 4:30. Y'all be sure to join us for that. Again, thank you to our sponsors. Thanks to TEC, the Peddler Advantage, Eaton Construction, and Nathan Eaton and his crew. Thank you to Philip Massey over at Shelter Insurance, and to John Trosper at Tennessee Real Estate Company. We appreciate it very much. Couldn't bring you the show each and every week without those guys and their support. As always, if you want to be a sponsor, let us know. We can never have too many, and it helps keep the lights on and keeps the cameras rolling because we got guys like Kevin and Scott in the back who I said every week. I always forget to thank them, but each and every, there would be no show without those guys. And so I'm appreciative of them, even when I forget to say so. But thanks to them tonight. Thanks to Mike Weatherford for letting us use the studio. As always, y'all stay warm, stay safe, and as always,
take care of yourselves and others.
We'll see y'all next week for the Super Bowl Super Show. Good night.